Howdy Bears and happy Thursday.
Coming up, we look at changes to lifting, girls soccer, and fencing club.
Students interested in running for a class officer position this year need to attend a meeting on Zoom either Tuesday, November 10th at 3:30 p.m. or Wednesday, November 11th at 7 p.m.
The Zoom link is available through the grade level Canvas groups. If you have any questions, please reach out to Ms. Brown or Ms. DeRamo.
Last weekend, Mr. Theotto announced that the high school will not administer semester exams. Theotto stated that our students are currently not seeing their teachers very often, so it does not make much sense for us to take more time to administer high-stakes exams.
He continues by stating, for the remainder of the school year, semester grades will not include a semester exam. When awarding the semester grades, teacher will be able to incorporate the body of work over the entire semester and the growth of the student. More information can be found on the Golden Bear newsletter.
The school has set some precautions in the weight room for student athletes. Sophie reports.
The lifting room has made many changes due to COVID-19 to ensure safety for athletes and coaches. Senior gymnast Tally Angelis gives some student insight.
Now we have to wear masks going in and out, and we wipe down the equipment, but Spick and Casey have been awesome letting us still lifting, get in the grind.
After entering, teams wait in the lobby outside the freshman gym to reduce the number of people in the lifting room at once. The spray bottles and hand towels can be found by the entrance as well as next to equipment throughout the gym. The room has been split into 4 lanes to help athletes spread out and social distance. I talked to Coach Spick about changes in attendance.
Another thing that we've had to change too is we've also had kids that have asked to come in maybe in study hall hours, or non-athletes have asked me to come in and use the weight room during downtime. That kind of stuff we can't have, along with alumni. We've had in the past we've had alumni come in earlier in the afternoon before the kids from the high school come down and use the weight room. So we have been able to eliminate a lot of that stuff just due to restrictions.
There are signs posted around the gym to remind athletes of these precautions. This has been Sophie Leonard reporting for the WARL.
Thanks, Sophie. Can't wait to get swole. Athletes, the weight room hours will shift to the winter schedule starting Monday, so watch for notifications from your team to find out your scheduled time.
Last Monday, City Council began considering public comment on the proposed development agreement with Continental Real Estate for the mixed-use project at the former Macy's building.
The details for this proposal will be ready for public review beginning at a special council conference that was on November 2nd. More information on this project can be found on upperarlingtonoh.gov.
Now we pass it over to Luca with sports.
The girls soccer team beat New Albany 2-1 in penalty kicks on Saturday to win the district championship. They won the penalty kicks 4-2 with goalkeeper Sally Patton making 2 game-changing saves to help the Bears win. UA girls soccer then took on Olentangy High School on Tuesday night in the regional semifinals matchup. They fell short though, losing 3-1 after having a deep run into the playoffs. The team ended up finishing the year with a record of 13-4-2. Matthew shows this historic girls soccer game.
The girls soccer team played Olentangy Braves in the regional finals this Tuesday. To get to this spot, the girls played New Albany, who is 3rd in the state and 1st in the district. Upper Arlington was 8th in the district, and going into this, they were the underdogs. They were able to clutch it up in PKs, winning 4-2 to play in this game. Before the game, I talked to one of the captains on the soccer team, Adia Bottom, to ask her what her thoughts going into this game were. She told me that Abby Rice, Sophia Skinas, and I are hopeful and confident in the team to pull through with the win, and we are all very proud of everyone on the team. For most of the first half, it was a very back-and-forth match until this goal at the end of the first half, with the Olentangy scoring first. UA had multiple chances to tie up with this beautiful corner kick by Haley Clark. Sadly, it did not go in. Haley yet again had another chance to score with this controversial no call. Speaking of controversial, the same thing happened on our side of the field, but Olentangy was awarded a PK with them scoring. Lucky but unlucky, with only a few minutes remaining in the game, senior Senna Meath was able to go on in for UA, making the score 3-1. Sadly, this was not enough for UA. With the final score of 3-1, Olentangy Braves were able to defeat Upper Arlington. UA finishes the improbable COVID season with a sparkling 13-4-2 record and the school's 9th district championship. This has been Matthew Hoffman reporting for the WARL.
Congrats on a great season, ladies. Player of the Week goes out to freshman Sally Patton, who saved a late penalty and led girls varsity to a regional championship. District championship. against New Albany. Boys soccer lost 3-1 in the district finals against New Albany, ending their season with a 9-5-4 record on Saturday. The girls cross-country team qualified for the OHSAA state tournament at Fortress Obetz, and for the first time in 16 years, boys cross-country is also heading to the Fortress Obetz for the OHSAA state tournament. All varsity runners will compete in the race, with the Bears hoping to take home a top finish. Upper Arlington Winter Athletics got underway this past week with all winter athletics holding tryouts. The Ice Hockey Bears have 2 scrimmage games this weekend, facing off against Olentangy Liberty on Friday and heading up to Gilmore Academy on Sunday. For winter athletics this year, the capacity of the facilities will be maxed out at 15% due to Governor DeWine's orders. UA Athletics will live stream most home events held at the high school, including girls and boys swimming, girls and boys basketball, and wrestling. The home games will be live streamed on the UA Athletics YouTube channel for anybody wanting to watch our Bears in their matchups. Subscribe to the UA Athletics YouTube channel and turn on notifications, and you can be alerted about upcoming games. Now to Nora and Claudia with Community News.
Welcome to Community. The Solid Waste Authority of Central Ohio is hosting an election yard sign recycling event on Saturday at the Bill McDonald Athletic Complex located along Olentangy River Road between Henderson and Bethel.
The free event is open from 8 a.m. to noon to all Franklin County residents, where all paper, plastic, coroplast signs plus the metal stands will be accepted free of charge.
In addition to the proposed plans for the old Macy's building, the city has also proposed plans of building an Aldi grocery store where Barnes & Noble used to be.
The UA Public Library is hosting virtual homework help. Students in grades K through 8 will be paired up with a teen volunteer to receive homework help over Zoom. The next 2 events are on Tuesday, November 10th and Tuesday, November 17th from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m.
The UA Peer Tutoring Club is looking for volunteer tutors. Students can choose to help out with study tables or with one-on-one tutoring. If you're interested in becoming a tutor, you can fill out the Google form in the Golden Bear News on Canvas.
Now, Luca looks at a great opportunity for athletes in their off-season.
As fall sports come to a close, many athletes look for ways to stay active during the winter. I spoke to junior Noah Freud to learn a little bit more about one of UAHS's more recently added extracurricular activities, fencing club.
Last year was my first year, so this is my second year in fencing club.
I asked junior Aaron Bergenthal about the logistics of running a school club based around a combat sport.
So here at our club, what we do is we do mainly saber fencing. There's 3 different types of fencing, but we focus on saber fencing, which is the most aggressive form of fencing. We mainly focus on doing different slashes with the blade and not as much poking and stabbing.
I think I love most about fencing club just getting to be there with my friends and practice a sport that we all enjoy. It's a sport that everyone can do. You don't have to be tall. You don't have to be huge to do it. Anyone is able to do it, and there's different benefits for everybody. Fencing club is a blast, and we are always welcoming new members. You don't need any materials or anything. You just need to bring you and be ready. So come on down.
This has been Luca Noguera for the WARL.
Thanks, Luca. This is perfect for leadership opportunities. See the UAHS Club website for more information.
The Equity Advisory Board for all of Upper Arlington City Schools is officially in place. This advisory board has a goal of bringing together voices of our community to help the district move forward in its diversity, equity, and inclusion commitment.
The general election was Tuesday, and we are still awaiting for votes to be counted in multiple states. In Ohio, however, we have had results such as Steve Sivers holding his congressman position for Ohio, and longtime prosecutor Ron O'Brien was upset by Gary Tyack.
Starbucks is releasing their holiday drinks and cups tomorrow. The cups will be available as supplies last.
Now we kick it back to Maine with Matthew.
Lifeguards are needed to work in the natatorium this year.
If you are interested in working, email Mr. Pietrkowski for more information.
Sophomores, juniors, and seniors, the UA Peer Tutoring Club is looking for student volunteers who can tutor other students in certain class subjects.
There is an option to help out with study tables or tutor one-on-one. There is flexible scheduling. If interested, click the link in the week's morning announcements page on the high school website.
Next week, we look at lax basketball, Starbucks, holiday drinks, and school lunches.
Thanks for tuning in. Have a great Thursday, Bears.